Hello, sixth graders. Today we are wrapping up our prefix lessons. And once again, the way this is going to work is while I am taking notes here, you will be taking notes in your ELA notebook. My advice is just continue on either the same page that you started yesterday with prefixes or turn over and start a new page. Either one is totally fine with me. As always, I always like to have headers so I know what, just to stay organized and what I know what the lesson is about. So in this case, we are doing prefixes continued. Okay. Yesterday, you all did a really great job of catching on what a prefix is and how prefixes are added on to a base word to create a brand new word. So yesterday, we did the prefixes pre, re, and sub. Today, we are starting with the prefix miss. So I'm going to write in basically the same organization and format that I did yesterday. So we have miss as our first prefix. Remember, the dash after the prefix just represents that that's where the base word goes. So my two examples here are, let's actually first define it. Miss, the prefix means badly or incorrectly. Miss means badly or incorrectly. So when you add miss to a base word, it makes that word turn into badly or incorrectly. So for example, my first example is misbehave. Misbehave. My root word is behave. And if I add the prefix miss to it, that means that rather than behaving, someone is now behaving incorrectly or badly. They are misbehaving. My next example is misspell. So my base word is spell. So you spell a word, but when we add the prefix miss to it, we are now spelling a word incorrectly. Misspell. And once again, I am underlining my base words and circling my prefixes. So the prefix miss means badly or incorrectly. Okay, moving on. And I'm actually going to be connecting these next two together. So just bear with me. And the next two prefixes are un and dis. Un and dis. These two prefixes actually have the same definition or the same meaning. So over on the left here, I'm going to say un and dis mean not or the opposite of. Un and dis mean not or the opposite of. They have the same definition. So when you add un or dis to a base word, they do essentially the same things. So my examples for un, I have uninvite. My base word is invite. So say I invite someone to my wedding that is coming up. But I need to add the prefix un. That means that they are now uninvited or not invited. So the opposite of invite is to not be invited. So uninvite. Which unfortunately, I gotta tell you guys, is kind of where I'm at right now. Due to COVID and large groups and things, I'm actually having to, in a way, send out invitations because I'm not going to be able to have as many people there. So this is very applicable to me. And my example for dis is disagree. My base word is agree. But then when I add dis to that base word, I get the opposite. The opposite of agreeing with someone is to disagree with them. So this is why un and dis have these same definitions. They both mean not, or sometimes their definition means the opposite of. So the opposite of invite is to uninvite, and the opposite of agree is to disagree. All right, great job so far. We only have a couple more that we're going to do, and I'm going to get a new page going here. Okay, sixth graders, so I have a new blank page here because I ran out of room in your notebook. If you still have room on your sheet, obviously just keep going on. Or if you need to start a new page, that's totally fine as well. These next three prefixes also all have the same definition. So my first prefix that we're going to go over is in. All right. The next one is im. And the last one today is non. Now the reason I'm writing all of these first is because these all have the same definition. And they actually have the same definition as un and dis. So on the very right hand side, I'm going to write the definition for all three. In, im, and non all mean not or the opposite of. In, im, and non all mean not or the opposite of. So these three prefixes also have the same exact definition as un and dis. So here are some examples. I'm going to start back up with in. My example for in is incorrect. Incorrect. My base word is correct. And my prefix is in. So the opposite of correct is incorrect. So that is why the definition is the opposite of, meaning the definition of the prefix, that is. Incorrect. The next example is im. And for that one, our example word is impossible. Impossible. So our base word is possible, and our prefix is im. Possible means something can happen. Impossible means that it cannot happen. So when you add im, it changes the word. So now it's the opposite of the root base word, which is possible. And lastly, our last prefix of the day is non. Our example is non-fiction. Our base word is fiction. And our prefix is non. Fiction means something that is made up. So when we add the prefix non, which means the opposite of something made up is something that really happened. Hence the word non-fiction. So to recap, the first prefix we did today was miss. So miss means incorrectly or badly. Then we have un, dis, in, im, and non, which all have the same definition, which means not or the opposite of. Once you finish with all of these notes, please take a photo and upload them to Canvas again. If you have a photo of some of your notes from yesterday, that's totally fine. All that matters is I see the notes from today. After your notes are uploaded, you have 2 more IXLs to start working on. Those will all be due on Monday. So I'm going to add a page here. In big letters, Monday. You have some things due. The things that are due by Monday are Y1, Y2, and Y3. These were assigned yesterday. Today, I am adding on Y4 and Y5. As a reminder, this is 5th grade IXL. So make sure you are doing the 5th grade level ones, not the 6th grade, because of these first ones, I just want to do more as a review so we practice going over how these lessons will go. So by Monday, you have to have Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, and Y5 done. If you have questions, I will be staying on our Zoom call in class today, and I will also have office hours this afternoon from 2 o'clock until 3. From 2 o'clock until 3 this afternoon, you can hop on my Zoom, and I can answer any questions you have about IXL. Basically, office hours is like a study hall for you. So that should be time where you're working on homework if you have any, and if you have questions, you can hop on my Zoom. Great job today, 6th graders, and have a fabulous weekend.